Welcome. Scott here. Today I bring you another Black Clover mobile guide. I will be covering the ongoing World Boss Archberox event in this video, where I am attempting to reach the 100 million points target. If you aren't aware, the game has been updated that you get additional reports when you meet a certain point threshold. To get good score in the World Boss, you need to have specific mages and utility. To get 100 million score, you probably need to approach the whale spending territory, as you need ample of heavy enchantment with good substats along with the converted attack or magic attack necklaces. For my transcendence mages, I have opted to upgrade Julius to level 110 and bring attribute weakness favored setup instead of the usual SP refill setup, since I am not using spirit dive. To reach the targeted score, Julius need high gearing and his battle powers need to be at least 93k battle power and beyond. My skill page is at level 3 enhancements. As the boss isn't immune to reduce mobility, this is an event where Julius will shine. Unfortunately, his skill page 2, which results his damage scaling off his speed stats, has not arrived yet in global, otherwise spatial mage Rill might paired pretty well with him. As the boss will inflict enhanced stun upon getting attacked by the same mage on the 4th time before it gets a turn, you need to be mindful of that when using Julius. As all my gear pieces primarily focus on magic attack, I gotten him to level 110 for the additional 20k HP boost, otherwise he might get killed midway through the run. For the other mages, you need to bring them for other utility. Nebra is for her buff immunity debuff, where you need her skill page. Her combo attack also gives a powerful incapacitate debuff, which makes her one of the best debuffer mages for World Boss event. Sally is used for her offensive buffs. She can extend Julius buff on her skill 2, while her special will give the party the juicy critical damage up buffs. Her skill page is maxed, where longtime Black Clover mobile players should have at least one by now. We can get monthly SSR skill page selection ticket if you purchase them regularly at the skill page salvage section. If you haven't done so, I would recommend you to do so, since Sally's skill page offers an ultra useful all attack up buff when a supporter mage uses a skill 2. At base, the skill page gives 10% all attack increase, which will be upgraded to 20% if the skill page is maxed. Gifso is the only game supporter mage that provide attribute weakness damage boost. Being a technique attribute mage, he is also good for his buffs. You will need to max out his skill 2 to improve the buffs T potencies hat he provides. The gear sets for Nebra, Sally, and Gifso is the full secret of deep sea gear set with small attack piece and defense piece from the Great Merchant set. You might need to use a HP food buff if your gear pieces isn't heavily leveled up or transcended. For Phase 2, these are the gear sets that I have used for Party Kahono and Witch Queen. To allow Black Asta to do most damage, the team comp usually consists of him, the Witch Queen, a critical rate buff supporter and a debuffer. Critical rate supporter mages consist of Party Kahono, Sally, or Rill. Debuffer's role is important because they boost damage indirectly via their debuffs, and there are also rules that benefits for debuffers. Other than using the advanced speed gear set or the secret of deep sea set, you can use the Millionaire's luxury item gear set, which can be obtained from the advanced red gear dungeon. Equipping 2 pieces of the Millionaire's luxury item will boost the wearer's speed by 10% when they use their special. Equipping 4 pieces of the Millionaire's luxury item will boost the wearer's speed by 55% when they use their special. With a full set Millionaire's luxury item gear set, Kahono will boost damage for the party with her opening aria, which increases penetration by 5% and critical damage by 2%. You can improve the effect by stacking up to 5 stacks. Upon getting 5 stacks, she will grant the mage festival aria for 2 turns, which gives the mage 60% increased penetration, 45% increased critical damage, and 15% increased damage dealt buff. So your objective is to get her festival aria when Black Asta is going to use his special while in anti-magic state. To do that, Kahono needs to either use her skill 2 and special. If you can afford to get her LR+2 passive, she can give opening aria to the highest attack unit when she is attacked. You probably will need to have her at least LR plus 2 passive to get the 100 million score. For talents, I have given her swiftness talent. As I am using party Kahono as my offensive buffer, I given my black Asta an attack focused gear set with around 80k attack stats. I switch up the advanced speed gear for SP refill gear since I always fall short of a SP to have Kahono use a special when I need it. As I am using black Asta to nuke the boss with his awesome anti-magic mechanic utility, I will be using Witch Queen. To allow Witch Queen to spam her special, you can give her SP refill gear like the one that I shown on the screen. Give her the full set of the Meticulous Tailor and Swiftness talent passive will help her a lot. With this setup, it will help Witch Queen to spam her special faster. Do remember to switch back to her preferred gear set and talents after you are done with your runs for the world boss. Please do note that using full Meticulous Tailor gear set could result Witch Queen unable to use her skill 2. For the last member, I am using Rill for his debuff extending utility on skill 1, incapacitate debuff via his special and his buff dispel utility via his skill 2. His dispel utility has only 50% chance. As the boss buffs boost only the damage, you can bring other incapacitate debuffers like Red Charlotte, Lotus, or Swimsuit Yuno. Lotus can also extend debuffs with his skill 2, so he will probably be the second best option after Rill. As there are requests from people to advise on what are the gear that I used for my mages. Here is the setup that I have used. To get these gear sets, it requires a lot of high enchantment along with the coveted magic attack necklace, as it will be available from 1000 mileage points rewards, which requires you spend lots of real life money to get it. There is a slim chance of you getting from merging accessories or the arena shop, which you can buy it for 4000 arena coins. Hopefully, these necklace will start to be given as attainable reward in future instead of being locked behind a paywall. If you are planning for Black Divider Asta and support the game by buying the accessory packs, I would suggest you to go for the attack necklace since magic attack is useless for the Black Divider Asta. To reach the attack or magic attack that I have on the gear pieces, you need to have 2 attack percent or 2 magic attack percent on almost every gear piece with critical rate percent on every gear piece. Critical rate is important for both PvE and PvP. As I myself primarily focus on tackling PvE content more, I have also go for critical damage percent as well. To get the state of the gears that I have on my mages, you need to invest lots of legendary enchantment stones and used a lot of substat changing stone. A lot of people also asking why I am using an attack gear on Black Asta. When you are using Party Kahono, who is the game best attack based buffer, going for the full attack set will fully utilize the buffs that she gives. For Julius, I use the speed gear set since my critical rate is at 100%. The speed gear set will allows Julius to have more turns in the order as well. To get the millionaire luxury item gear pieces, you need to clear the advanced power gear dungeon. There is a slight chance you will get it as a rare drop in normal power dungeon stage 15. This is also the gear set that I am using for my spirit dive I also need to highlight that even with the gear sets I am using, it is still not guaranteed to get 100 million score, as there are a lot of factors that could prevent you from doing it. The buffs and debuffs like Gifso's attribute weakness buffs, Rill dispel on skill 2 and defense debuffs on special has a 50% chance of not triggering, while SP refill has 35% chance for the gear pieces that I have used Party Kahono and Witch Queen. With the briefing done, let me proceed with my showcase of the runs.
Yeah.